Welcome to Cedar University's Jacket Jaunt Live.
My name is Kimmy Powell, and I will serve as one of your hosts today. I am currently working in advancement, but I was a 2020 grad, so this view behind us is very familiar to me. What about you?
Well, I'm still a student. I'm actually serving as the student body president. I'm going to my senior year, and I still cannot believe I'm a senior. I'm a freshman at heart.
We're all a freshman at heart. Rufus, do you remember 2 years ago when we sat at this table and did the same exact thing?
You know, I do. And I did not think they would invite me back again, but they did. And here we are having fun. We are also going to take the freshman class photo. Kimmy, do you want to tell our audience what the freshman class photo is?
Yes, so I don't know how many of you can see this area behind me and Rufus, but there is a circle surrounding this wonderful watchtower clock. And so up above the SSC, we will have a photographer that looks down and takes a photo of all of the class of 2025. So, Rufus, how do you think we can fit? Do you think we can fit that many students in the circle?
You know, Kimmy, I strongly believe we talked about this 2 years ago, too. You know, Cedarville has been blessed by more and more students every year, but I think we can fit 1,000 people in that circle.
I think so, too. They do it every year. Just got to squish a little closer together. So, Rufus, can you tell everybody what is Getting Started Weekend?
Right. Getting Started Weekend is when all the freshmen and all the returning students come back to campus. It's a massive celebration. Cedarville University is celebrating all the students who are Yellow Jackets now, who will officially become Yellow Jackets here in a moment, and all the returning students coming back to Cedarville. It's a massive celebration. Everybody's excited. Everybody's hyped up. And it's just a good time.
Yeah, and today is day one of 1,000 days. Here at Cedarville, we believe that every day matters from the time they step on campus. So every day matters means that they use their time, talents, and treasures, and they steward the gifts that God has given them well in the classroom, in the gym, in the cafeteria, wherever they are. They're glorifying the Lord and growing closer to Christ, growing bolder, and growing stronger.
Yeah, no, I love that. The concept of 1,000 days, Kimmy, I think is what you were just describing. Do you want to define what these 1,000 days, the Cedarville University campaign, the 1,000 days, what that means?
It means that every day matters from beginning to end. And we're so excited to have nearly 1,000 students.
I know. 1,000 days, 1,000 students.
It's amazing. So, Rufus, tell me a little bit about your Getting Started experience.
Oh, it was hype. I remember pulling onto campus and people were just opening the doors of the car and I thought I was getting robbed. But then they were just helping us, you know? I mean, I'd never lifted a single package. Everything was gone from my car into my room within seconds. I just felt so valued, so appreciated, so part of this home, this community, even though my family's thousands of miles away, for which I'm very grateful.
Oh yeah, I remember the same thing. I remember all these yellow shirts swarming my car, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? I was like, is this what a yellow jacket does? But they swarmed my car, and the doors started to open, and they're just friendly and smiling, and they started to take out. I remember I was so worried about bringing in my fridge, but this big strong guy picked up my fridge, brought it up the printy stairs. It was just such a crazy experience, but it was awesome. My parents didn't lift a finger, and that was just such a cool taste to start out Cedarville.
Yes. So one of my best experience of getting started was my class photo. So it's a tradition that's been happening at Cedarville for many decades now to have your class photo taken at Getting Started weekend, and then for your senior year, like 3 years later, they will have it up in the Stevens Student Center right behind us for the entire year, which was an amazing experience for me. Kimmy, do you remember your class photo?
Oh, let me tell you about my class photo. Again, it was right behind us. I was standing next to my freshman year roommate. We had just met this random guy in the dining hall, and we're like, oh, let's go out to take our photo. Well, let me tell you, 4 years later, they ended up getting married. So I'm not saying that's going to happen for everybody, but I'm saying every once in a while that happens. Pretty crazy stuff.
Right. Again, it's just so fun to see yourself like 3 years later and just picture the things you've learned over
Yes.
all these years, which is
Yeah.
so cool.
And it's really cool because you really become friends with all the people you're standing around. I remember looking at the photo and being like, oh my gosh, I remember her. Like, oh, I have class with these people. And with the 30 people around me, I knew like 20 of them. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And it's just so cool how you get to know and grow alongside the people that you're about to take in this photo.
Yeah, no, Kimmy, I totally agree. So the class photo is amazing. In fact, I think we have my class photo
Oh,
is
yeah!
on the screen.
Where are you,
I
Rufus?
cannot believe this is what I'm looking at. That is my class photo. I am down by the bottom. In fact,
Oh, yeah,
there's
look
an
at that arrow.
pointing towards me. So that is where I'm standing, and there's so many people that you recognize on that picture. And again, this is one of my favorite pictures at Cedarville. 1,000 new friends that are my family members.
Just a reminder, my name is Kimmy Powell. I'm serving as one of your hosts today for the Jacket Jaunt Live, and this is...
And my name is Rufus Matthew. I am a student here, and I get to serve as the student body president this year.
You want to introduce?
Yes.
our
So we
guest?
actually have a guest on our show. Kimmy's going to switch out here with Aaron Cook. He leads discipleship ministries here at Cedarville, which is a big part of our campus community here. It's a great honor and privilege, and he's a great guy to get to know you. So I'm excited to welcome Mr. Aaron Cook to our Jacket Jaunt live stream. Aaron, tell us what you do. Tell the audience, what does Aaron Cook do at Cedarville University?
Well, first of all, Rufus, thanks for having me here. This is
Of
fun to
course.
be here with you. This is exciting. Well, I love to be a part of being in students' lives and helping them to grow spiritually and helping students to grow and come be in small groups and help one another grow to increasingly look like Christ.
Yeah, no, I love that. One of the biggest things Aaron Cook's department does is D groups, which stands for discipleship groups. Aaron, what is a D group?
Yeah, Rufus. It is, like you said, it's a discipleship group, and it's a small group of students that meets weekly for a whole year. It's student-led, and they meet for the purpose of studying the Bible and growing in community and practicing helping one another to grow spiritually.
Yeah, that's awesome, Aaron. For our audience who are not familiar with Cedarville University programs, how does one join a D group?
Yeah, it's really easy. Actually, right behind us, here in just a couple weeks in the beginning of September, there's going to be tents set up. There's going to be all the book studies that we're going to be going through, and a lot of the discipleship leaders will be there. So you can come and just check it all out and find a time that works for you to meet weekly, and then just sign up. It's as easy as that.
Aaron, I just have two more questions for you. What is a discipleship council?
Yeah, Discipleship Council is a small group of upperclassmen that have served as a discipleship leader in the past, and I meet with them weekly, and then they also meet with a group of discipleship leaders that then all those discipleship leaders lead the discipleship groups on campus. So it's really a 2 Timothy 2:2 sort of a ministry of teaching willing and able others to then be able to teach others also.
No, I love that, Aaron. I feel that's the biggest goal of discipleship. Is not just getting poured into, but it's the question of how can I, once I learn, pour into other people around me. So Aaron, one final question for you. What is the one piece of encouragement you have for our parents?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you. You have done the lion's share of the work, and we get them in such great shape. And we want to just ask you to continue to pray for us, because we want to abide in Christ. And when we do that, John chapter 15 says that he's going to abide in us, and then he's going to bear much fruit in our lives. And we really want to see that in our lives, and then also in the lives of our students. But that's not something that we can manipulate or bring about on our own.
Right.
We need your help in doing that. So we'd appreciate your prayers, and be encouraged. God is at work in sweet ways here.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Aaron. once again for joining us today. You were awesome. I'm super excited to work with you this year and for the students to get to know you and your ministry. Thank you, Aaron.
Sweet. Thank you, Rufus. It's good to be on the same team together, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, see you, Aaron. So now we are here at Jacket Jaunt live stream. Thank you once again for joining us. My name is Rufus Matthew. I have the great privilege and honor to serve as the student body president this year. And with me, we have
Kimmy Powell. I'm back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Aaron Cook.
So once again, we have our class photo being taken behind us right now. It'll be taken in a couple of minutes here very soon. It's one of the best memories ever. Here at Cedarville, we have about 1,000 new freshmen who will come across in that circle that you're seeing on your screen. Kimmy, let's come back to this question. Do you think we can fit this growing number of record enrollment students at Cedarville University in that circle?
You know, I believe it'll happen because I think you can always get closer to the person next to you, but there will come a day when, I don't know, it's filling up fast though, I will say. And looking behind me, I see a little bit of space so we can calm down, and we have a couple more minutes for things to fill in, but you know, I think we'll still fill it. We'll just need to make a bigger circle soon.
Right. Yes.
So right after this class picture, we'll hear a little bit from President Dr. White, who will give the challenge to the class for their next 4 years, for their 1,000 days. And then we'll have the jacket jaunt, which is so exciting. We'll have different people from the universities, different students, orgs, different sports teams alongside, cheering everybody, welcoming them to the Cedarville family as their first steps as Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, so please keep watching as you see all these excited students walking into their next stage of their life, being cheered on by faculty, staff, students, peers. It's one of the best spots at Cedarville. So the next time you see me, I will be leading the jacket jaunt, the students from here into the chapel, which will be awesome, which is, yes, so thank you once again for being here. Sarah Gump will be joining me here shortly as I lead the jacket jaunt to the Getting Started program.
All of those bricks, we've got some space up here in the front. We're going to need you to squeeze all the way over towards the lake, but when we take the photo, you'll want to spin around and make sure your face is showing this way and not.
Well, guys, we are back again.
Yay! We're back.
You got to squeeze on in.
I'm hearing that we have to squeeze in, so
Right.
I still think that we'll be in the circle, but I'm curious if somebody might be in a bush this year. There's a couple bushes that I'm seeing.
participating with us today.
Oh yes, and it looks like those are the last of our students. So thank you so much for tuning in to Jacket Jaunt Live. It's been a blast having you here today. The Getting Started program is just about to get started. So parents, we encourage you to attend the Bible Minor preview. And like Sarah said, be sure to tune in to the Fall Bible Conference on Facebook Live or at cedarville.edu/chapel. And yeah, thanks for joining us. We hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Look at all that excitement, Kimmy. Thank you so much for viewing with us today. We are so excited about the class of 2025. We are excited to welcome them home.
Yes. Should we send them off with a sting 'em, Sarah?
Sting 'em!